guys, it's Amanda with Healthy House on the Block, and I am here with another weekly tip on creating a healthy home environment and space that is free of as many toxins as possible and supports your health and wellness. This week, I'm doing something a little different. I don't talk about this a lot, but with my own family, this is kind of where we're at. I am talking about kids products and teen products for skin and bodies. We're talking about teen makeup. We're talking about kids bath products, shampoo, hair products, all of it. I think so often, I bring my kids to Target and we walk down the aisle where all of the kid and teen stuff is, and they want to buy, the lip gloss, the nail polish. It's all so beautiful. But a lot of times it's a product that has a lot of toxins in it. It's not healthy for them, and I don't want them putting it on their body. And explaining that to them can be a little bit tricky, especially when other kids that they play with or that they hang around or that are even just in class with them have these items. And so I think finding them as equally cute and equally fun products that are toxin-free is going to be the best solution. So I went on a hunt and found quite a few things for my daughter, and things that I was actually really surprised at how much there was. I know when I was a teen growing up, which was a while ago, they didn't really have anything that was cute but toxin-free. It was, very few and far between. You couldn't find a lot of information. So I'm so happy that when I went on this search for teen and kid products for, from deodorant to, their eyeshadow to their hair gel, all of that, they had really great, really fun options for kids. I'm also talking about nail polish, if that's something that, you have little ones and we want to do something that's as toxin-free as possible for our nails. I have options for that. So this week's blog post is very heavy in product linking. I have so many products that I found, you guys, and I'm also going to talk to you about how to find these products on your own. So if you don't like what I'm pointing you to and you want something that's a little different, there's some really great options on how you can find toxin-free products for your teens and your kids. So I'm walking you through that in this week's blog post and in the slides that are coming up. So the slides that are coming up, I'm going to be sharing with you why we want to avoid toxins, and I'm listing out the big ones for you and why we want to keep these away from our teens and away from our kids. I'm also sharing with you specific products that I found that I thought were really fun and really cute for kids and for teens. And then at the end, I'm going to talk to you about how you can find your own products and what sources you can utilize in shopping for teen and kid products. So if you're more of a visual person, you want the links right away, just head to this week's blog post. I have it listed in the description of this video. If you're more of a visual person, let's get started.
Okay, you guys, I'm so excited to go through this just because it really applies to what we're going through at home with my daughters getting older. And I've always thought that some of these like bath and body products are so fun, and it was one of those things that I was really sad that I was going to have to kind of give up when I started using more clean products. But in the last couple years, there have been just so many products and brands that have come about that are really positive for that space. So we're going to talk about toxins in bath and body products first, and I'm going to talk about the 8 biggest harmful or the biggest toxins that are harmful. Obviously, there are more, but these are the ones that you can really pay attention to when you're looking at products. So first is going to be fragrance. The truth is that fragrance contains many man-made chemicals that negatively affect both adults and kids. Fragrance is a broad term, and it covers a blanket of scents and additives. So fragrance is added to so many products for kids and teens that it's negatively affecting their bodies because they're being bombarded with this, and it's affecting their bodies as they continue to grow and develop. So many fragrances cause immune responses such as skin allergies, asthma, and respiratory discomfort. And I will let you know that all of these claims, I have linked studies in this week's blog post. So if you're someone like me that likes to go find that proof, it's there. Fragrance can also have an impact on the brain and nervous system, and it was actually found that the response to different fragrances affected the receptors in the brain in a similar manner to like alcohol and tobacco. And so what they concluded is that perhaps fragrance is addictive in nature, which I thought was really interesting because it is everywhere. And a lot of times it's hard for us to kind of give that up. The next thing we can look at are parabens. So parabens are added as a synthetic preservative because of their antimicrobial properties. However, they also play a role in disrupting the endocrine system and hormone production in adults and kids. They also contribute to the rise in respiratory and allergic diseases in kids. The highest exposure to parabens is found in leave-on cosmetics and products as opposed to like the rinse-off products. So if you think about like, makeup that you leave on your skin, that's going to play a bigger role than like a face wash or something like that. Parabens also promote estrogenic activity in kids and teens, and this disrupts their natural hormone production and in turn can negatively affect their growth and development. The good news is that studies have shown immediate changes in personal care products that are free from parabens and some other endocrine disrupting chemicals also resulted in an immediate decrease within kids and teens urine samples. So the good news is that we can take care of the problem quickly, hopefully. The next one is BHT, and this is added to cosmetics as a preservative again. It's a toluene-based product that contains oils and fats used as an antioxidant in products. BHT has been linked to reproductive toxicity. It changes the testosterone levels and affects kids as they develop and grow. It has also been shown to damage this at like a cellular level, even at low doses, and it's toxic to kidney cells specifically. So BHT, as we kind of already talked about, you could guess because it affects reproductive development, is an endocrine disruptor. So what's more concerning, I think, is that it's actually a possible human carcinogen, meaning that it can cause cancer. Especially they have found when it is in products that go on your lips. So BHT in like a balm or a lipstick or something like that is going to pose more of a concern for cancer than in another product. Now we're going to look at benzyl salicylate. Often this is added with fragrance as it has like a sweeter aroma. It has also been added to cosmetics because it blocks UV light. So as an interesting kind of caveat, this product is plant-based and therefore kind of gets a green light to list in any product that is going to advertise that they're vegan. So this plant-based toxin has been shown to contribute to the proliferation of cells that can cause breast cancer. And so those who are at risk of breast cancer should definitely avoid this additive. And I have a very interesting study linked in this week's blog post. It's also been associated with endocrine disruption and linked to immune system allergic responses. So it's something that we want to watch out for, especially with our kids. Let's take a look at resorcinol. This chemical is used in a lot of products that are used to treat various dermatological issues like acne and eczema. It specifically interacts with the thyroid gland and can cause hyperthyroidism as well as disrupt the thyroid function altogether. It also can cause skin irritation and skin, just like a reaction with the skin. So it's something we want to just watch out for, especially with kids and their skin that can be a little sensitive anyways. So phthalates are also found in products that contain fragrance, especially in kids' skincare products. Phthalates have been linked to disruption in thyroid production, especially in children, and this in turn can affect their growth. It's also been linked to abnormal reproductive development and tends to have the worst health outcomes when children are exposed at very young ages. So this is something we want to pay attention to. The next one is aluminum. So aluminum is actually found in mostly like deodorants because they prevent sweating. Aluminum has been found to accumulate in breast tissue, causing the kidneys to work overtime and to filter because it has to filter it back out of the body. Aluminum exposure has also been linked to dementia and Alzheimer's. It has also more recently been linked to an increased risk of breast cancer. And so I have those studies for you as well. And then the last one is synthetic colors. So if you follow me on Instagram, you have likely heard me talk about our challenges eliminating synthetic colors with my youngest daughter in her diet. Well, the same synthetic colors are also added to makeup where the skin can absorb those chemicals. Each primary color has a different health implication and issues linked to it. So like yellow has been linked to an increased risk in cancer and then behavioral problems in children. Blue has been linked to brain tumors, and red has been linked to immune system tumors and hyperactivity. So something that we want to try to avoid. So let's take a look at how kids and teens are more at risk than adults. So first, let's talk about size. Kids are smaller pound for pound than adults, and this means the same amount of toxin that may affect a child is proportionally larger in dosage when compared to an adult. Second, it's important to understand timing. So health problems from toxin exposures can take years to develop. Due to a child's younger age, they have more time to develop health conditions and diseases than an adult who is exposed to the same toxin later on in their life. Third, a child's skin is actually 30% thinner than an adult's, which means it can absorb greater amounts of a chemical on the skin's surface. In addition to this difference in skin, the blood-brain barrier in a child is undeveloped, and it actually allows many chemicals to cross the barrier and target developing brain tissue. So in adults, the blood-brain barrier is fully developed and protects the body from potential lifelong harmful effects, and this is not the case in children. The good news is that by eliminating toxic beauty products, there's like an immediate decrease in the chemical levels detected in teens and kids. I linked a study in this week's blog post that kind of goes over that in depth. And what it means is by swapping out your kids' skincare products for natural beauty products, you can immediately reduce the risk and the level of toxins in their body right away, which I think is really great. So let's take a look at some of the products that I am sharing with you in this week's blog post. So in this week's blog post, we are looking at natural beauty products. I have listed for you these brands that are certified to be clean for your skin. And then I'm also sharing with you, look at all of these like really fun. So these are supposed to be like, things that like your teen wants to use. Maybe not all of us would want to use them, but definitely for like kids and teens, these are super fun. They're all clean. They're all with natural ingredients, free from those 8 harmful things that we talked about before. I've got some lip care. We've got clean nail polishes. I especially love the toxin-free nail wraps because that's what my kids like to do. And then if we go down even more, I am listing out some hair products that are great to use, some skincare lines that you can trust, like in general, depending on like what your kid's skin is like. You could use any of these, and I think they're really great options. If you just click on any of these, you can be brought to where I shop for them. Some are at Target, some are Sephora. Rooted is with Grove. So you can look at all of those. And then I'm also listing out some clean deodorants that are great for kids. They don't have that aluminum or toxic fragrances. And then if you're looking for more stuff for like kids, we've got kids bath and body products. And these are some of my favorite brands that we use as well. All right, so take a minute and go to this week's blog post through the link and you can see all of those products. But now let's kind of talk about where you can shop for all of these products. So I have them listed on within this week's blog post. You can use Sephora. They have a clean at Sephora option. It's so cool. This is how I shop for a lot of my products. They also have other filters that you can use. Grove Collaborative has a whole side section of beauty products and skincare products on their site. You can use Target's clean logo if you're more of like a let's just go to Target and grab some products. That's totally fine because you can find what you need now. And then you can also use like the Environmental Working Group's verified program. So go to ewg.org and you can get to their beauty products from there. You can also use the Think Dirty app. And to be quite honest with you, I use a lot of these shopping apps and stores together to get what I need. And then also you can check with Made Safe. So these are some great options. Again, I like to cross-reference my products with these. So it's a great way to make sure that you're getting a good product for your kids and your teens.
Okay, you guys, thank you so much for sticking with me and tagging along while we look at teen products and kid products for makeup, body care, hair care, all of that good stuff. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel because I have a weekly blog post and video that walks you through different areas of your home and your life to reduce toxins and create a healthier environment in your space. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. You can leave me a message here or send me an email. If I can't answer your question, I will always point you at least in the right direction. Otherwise, I will be back next week with another healthy house tip on creating an environment that is free of toxins and supports your health and wellness. Be well.